Hello, we are going to read chapter 8 of Black Beauty, so you can follow along while I read. Chapter 8, The Parting. Joe Green did very well. He learned quickly and was so careful that John began to trust him with many things. One morning, the master wanted a note taken right away to a gentleman's house. The note was being delivered when we saw a cart loaded down with bricks. The wheels were stuck in the mud, and the man who was with it was shouting and whipping the two horses quite hard. "Hey," said Joe as he pulled up near them. "Don't go hitting the horses like that." The man paid no attention. "Stop! Please stop!" Joe yelled again. "I'll help you lighten the cart." "Mind your own business, little boy," the man said as he started to hit the horses even harder. The next moment we were off to the main house to get the master brickmaker. The house was by the road, and Mr. Clay himself came out. "Hello, young man, you seem in a hurry. Has the squire sent you?" "No, Mr. Clay, but there's a fellow in your backyard whipping two horses to death. I told him to stop, but he wouldn't. Please go." Joe's voice shook with anger. "Thank you, young man," the man said as he went off to find the fellow, and Joe headed for home. When Joe arrived, he told John how the man was treating the horses. "You did the right thing, Joe," John said, patting him on the back. "Many folks would have ridden by and minded their own business." Rubbing me down and cleaning my shoes helped to calm Joe down. He was just going home when a man came down to the stable to say that Joe was wanted right away in the master's private room. We heard afterward that the man who had whipped the horses so badly could possibly spend 2 or 3 months in jail. There was a great change in Joe after that day. John said he jumped at once from being a boy to becoming a man. I always felt safe with Joe after that day. I knew that he'd always protect me from harm. From time to time, our mistress was ill, and the doctor was often at the house. Then we heard that she must leave her home to move to a warmer climate. We all felt sad as the master began immediately making plans to leave England. John went about his work silently and sadly, and Joe hardly ever whistled anymore. The first ones in the family to leave were Miss Jessie and Miss Flora. They came to bid us goodbye and hugged poor Merrylegs like an old friend. Then we heard that our master had sold Ginger and me to an old friend. He thought we would be happy there. Merrylegs was given to the Bloomfields, but it was to be understood that he should never be sold, but used only for the enjoyment of the children. Joe followed Merrylegs to the Bloomfields to take care of him and help in the house. I thought Merrylegs would do fine. John had several choices of where he could go. He was going to look around for a bit before making a choice. The evening before he left, the master came into the stable to give some directions and give his horses one last pat. "Have you decided what to do, John?" he said. "I know you have many offers." "No, sir," he said. "I know I want to train horses, though." "I don't know any man more suited for training them," said the master. "If I can help you in any way, write to me." Master gave John his new address and then thanked him for his years of work. The railway station, the master and our mistress gave us all teary goodbyes. Even Joe stood close to us to hide his tears. Then the doors of the train slammed shut and the whistle blew. The train glided away, leaving behind only clouds of white smoke and some very heavy hearts. When it was out of sight, John came back. "We shall never see her again," he said as he took the reins alongside Joe and drove slowly home. But it wasn't our home anymore.